That was the corner advice for Stevens. It seems like if MELIKUZIEV makes it to the end of this round, he wins it.
But a knockdown will make things interesting for Stevens.
Let's take a look at Chris Mannix's scorecard.
Yeah, I've got Beckman and MELIKUZIEV up 107-102, really sweeping the rounds since that 8 rounds. They have been sloppy, but I think Beck's left hands have been the cleaner shots, been landing them with more frequency. I heard Ronnie Shields, that's the closest you're going to get to Ronnie saying you got to pick up a knockout. He wants both hands going, and when there's a knockdown or a knockout, he knows that David Stevens has to do something special here.
Yeah, but it's hard to get your two hands going in combinations whenever your opponent's not staying in front of you. It's easy for a stationary target, but not a mover like this, especially a southpaw, and someone sniping you with that 1-2 from outside and then pivoting away. It's very hard to get your combinations going. I think that's a frustration that David Stevens is experiencing.
Hands free.
Either way, a good effort from David Stevens, who didn't seem to be intimidated in the least, won a few rounds, beat the bully up at times, has blood coming out of his face. MELIKUZIEV still throwing home run shots. Good right hand.
And believe it or not, that's what you can use against him. When he's opening up like that with those home run shots, that's when you gotta throw caution to the wind of your Stevens and punch with MELIKUZIEV. That's your opportunity to do something special.
Another left from MELIKUZIEV.
Step back, no punches.
You talk about young fighters needing rounds to get better, Sergio. I feel like this fight for MELIKUZIEV is going to pay big dividends going down the line.
It's going to pay big dividends, but I'll tell you what, it's a physical fight. He's going to need a break.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
He just came back from vacation. He's going to need another one.
He'll need a break, but I think the lesson to take away, if Beck comes out on the winning side of this, is, hey, we've got to plan out a little bit more. We can't just accept any fight that's out there. We can't have abbreviated training camp. We're not that good. Like, we're a good fighter, but we need a full 8-week camp in order to take on, high-level opponents.
20 seconds left in this co-main event. Here they go. You know they're going to slug it out. Stevens just said, come on, come on. But Bektimir's done the yeoman's work here in the 12th. And he has sealed the deal. Even the referee with a round of applause for these two super middleweights.
He may not look like it, but that's the winner right there. That bloody, bruised, and battered man. Bektimir MELIKUZIEV. I mean, that's the thing about boxing. Look at the face of David Stevens. I mean,
We're going to see that.
He's not even breathing. Or even though we know he is tired, he's not bleeding, he's not bloody, he's not bumped up. But he's definitely the one that got the short end of the stick offensively in this fight.
Good. Hey. Good. Great.
On to December 21st, the spotlight falls in the heavyweight division again. Usyk Fury 2 live from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. We fired up again. Tyson Fury promising that he will knock Usyk out. Usyk saying this fight will be easier for me than the first one. And this fight was, I think, much more difficult than MELIKUZIEV's team thought. They didn't seem to be bothered at all by Stevens in the interview room yesterday, did they?
No, they did not. I think there was a lack of respect on the side of Stevens, and I think that changed tonight. But, I don't want to see MELIKUZIEV in too many of these physically telling fights, especially against fighters like David Stevens. And in championship fights, yeah, it's all forward. You got to give it everything you have. But right here, you need to step back and realize, hey, man, I'm getting in too many grueling fights, too many cuts, fight after fight. So MELIKUZIEV really needs to go back and really think his fighting career out, and how is he going to be able to climb the rankings without being such a physical fight.
You know, you look at both these corners, and neither one of them seems too happy with the way this fight ended.
Joe Martinez has the scores.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 exciting rounds of action, we go to the scorecards one more time, Las Vegas, for these two fighters inside the ring. Show your appreciation out there. And here are the judges' scoring totals. Chris Migliori scores it 116-112 for Stevens. Judge Dane Moretti, 118-110 MELIKUZIEV. And Judge Zachary Young has it, 117-111. Your winner by split decision, Beck the Bully MELIKUZIEV.
Well, a split decision win for Bektemir MELIKUZIEV.
I don't know, 116-112 for Stevens, you know, implies 8-4 for Stevens. I don't know how you can see that. Like, there were a couple of swing rounds in there, but I thought the bulk of the good work was done by Bektemir MELIKUZIEV. 18-10, 17-11. That was more in line with my scorecard.
Hey, I've seen a lot of things that I like,